Are you gonna interrupt every intro from now on? Okay. Hello, weary travelers of the internet. Welcome or welcome back. My name is Gail, and this is the Kintsugi Rose channel. If you've seen my introduction video or my first page of my sketchbook video, the one with the Lord of the Rings stuff, you'll know that I don't do a lot of traditional media. I usually draw on my tablet for fun, but I've been trying to keep a sketchbook. And in my sketchbook, I usually only use pencils, colored pencils, or as you Canadians call them, pencil crayons for some reason, or pens. But today, I decided that I was going to try something different. I'm about to commit some art crime, and I'm bringing you along with me. You guys are all the witnesses, and there's been a murder. And by murder, I mean murder of this page on the sketchbook. My name is Gail. You already knew that. This is my sketchbook, my unsuspecting sketchbook, and it made the mistake of being mixed media. And if you aren't familiar with what that is, it means it can withstand pencil really well, pen no problem, but theoretically, mixed media means that I can do anything I want to this sketchbook. But yes, this sketchbook is theoretically okay for wet media. Anyways, I had been going through my old stuff recently, and I found a box. If I open it, oh, it's like an artist kit. This thing is so cool. And this video is not sponsored. Not sponsored. Blur that out. I am going to get myself situated real quick. Cue transition audio. Hey, Editing Gale here. So it turns out that the audio got really bad at some point, and I blame it entirely on this color palette. I mean, look how much trouble it causes me. It starts falling all over the place. But anyway, as my hands dance across the screen, I'm going to fill you in on what I was trying to say. At this point, I was trying to explain what I wanted to do. I really wanted to do a art piece based on the movie Swapped. I'm just gonna take a moment to nerd out about this movie. It was so much better than it had any right to be. I mean, it's a kid's movie on Netflix. I didn't have any expectations for it. In fact, I watched it thinking this is probably gonna be a bad movie, and I can laugh at how bad it is. And I should not have doubted it, because the creators were, I think, one of the guys who made Wild Robot. So I guess I fell into that one. But the world building was insanely immaculate. I loved it. It was a feast for the eyeballs. And I thought it was only proper that I would do my first attempt at watercolor in the style of Swapped. So that's what I attempted to do here. If there are any watercolor artists in the audience, look away. I'm pretty sure I need to activate the colors. I saw a video where they said you activate it by spritzing it with water, and it's activated, and it sounds cool. So I'm not doing it in the direction of my sketchbook. That's a bad idea. Yeah, this sketchbook is kind of old, so, and it's for dry media only, so it's kind of getting turned into artistic cutting board. It's on the chopping block. Okay, moment of truth. Okay. Second moment of truth. Ah! I made a color. Oh my gosh. It's a color. Guys, look what I did. It's color. On the paintbrush on my hand. Makes it a little wonky. That's probably because it's wet. Why am I touching it? That's on my finger. First up, we're gonna do a tree wolf. If you haven't seen the movie, don't worry. I will not be spoiling. I just want to draw a tree wolf. I could put a picture right here. Ooh, that's cinematic. It's in the middle of the ring light. But I'm gonna try to draw this guy. Yeah, there's nothing left in that scene. I just went back. I lost my place. Thumbnail time. Bush. Okay. This looks like a deceased bird. Bush. Bush. I think I've tweaked everything that I can tweak. So I'm gonna erase. I feel like such a scientist. I'm like, ooh, let me do experiments. So this is more dry. My fingers are blue. This might not look good, but we're gonna try. And if it doesn't look good, we rip this whole page out. That color. Yay. I think that worked. I don't know. Oh, I got it under. Is that bad? No, that's fine. Already has a fun gradient. Like, it's darker where I started and I'm like dragging it up. I think I should also add some black, but maybe I'll layer. Something tells me it's better to just layer things than be like, no, I need black right now. Whoa, super dark. But like, my little guy looks so cute. I love him. That's not what I wanted you to do. I'm just gonna be like erratic with this. Oh wait, idea? Another idea. Instead of individually adding them all like a psychopath, I'm gonna get a bigger brush, like this one. Get a old glob of orange. Glop. And then I'm gonna go. So it turns out that Studio Gale really didn't talk at these points, so I'm gonna have to come in with the voiceover. I did this really cool look, which you just saw on the tail, and then I somehow messed it up by putting a way too pigmented paint on the head bush, so now it looks like that. I kind of fix it with pencil later. I am so sorry. I ruined it and I loved it, but okay. Update, I suppose. The paper buckles insanely, but I heard that this kind of helps it, and I think there's a way to like even it out by putting water on the opposite side. I'm just gonna have to completely stop it right here. So what I just described was a popular method of curing buckled paper for watercolor. I'm pretty sure it only works on like actual watercolor paper because it flattened out my page. Maybe I didn't do it right, but like the backside of the page is all messed up and it's weirdly textured now. I think it like still, it's flat enough to sit well in my sketchbook, but I do not like it, and I'm not going to be doing any finished piece on that. Yeah, just keep that in mind if you want to do this. When you're done. But I want to finish the fish and like the wolf and do a couple other things down here. So I'm going to disregard all advice until I do that. About that tear-shaped blob, yes, I'm back. So the tear-shaped blob right under the werewolf, the tree wolf, not werewolf. I was gonna make it like a fish. It was one of the side characters. He was really funny in the movie. He was a great character, but I added this pencil outline to him, and I feel like he looked so much better without it, and it just ruined it for me, and I didn't really like it, so I cover it up later. But now I start working on a bear. And there are some bears in the movie, they're like rock bears, but the difference between mine and theirs is that they made a lot more cartoony stylistic choices with the bears in the movie, and I want to do a more realistic bear. And I used 5B pencil and I loved it, that's why I put a little heart around. And emboldened by that, I wanted to do a more realistic version of the tree deers that they have in the movie. And I decided to make it really realistic because the versions in the movie were a lot more Bambi and a lot less realistic. So that's what this is. I mean, messing around with the antler for a while. I honestly love how this guy turned out. I kind of messed up like the mirrored antler, but that's just because it's a mirror image. Those things are hard. And I guess it doesn't make a lot of sense that you can see his antlers through all of his leaves. But something about me kind of loves this guy, like especially after I add the black watercolor paint on the stripes instead of having it be in pencil. It's just, it looks so much more dynamic and cool. I would definitely use black watercolor just to add some highlights to like pencil sketches in the future. But yeah, I think this guy looks pretty good. But another reason why I didn't like the fish is I made him way too close to the deer, and now it looks like he's resting on top of the deer's head. I took a little break to watch some watercolor how-to videos, and turns out I was doing a couple things wrong. I was supposed to be using a H pencil and not a B pencil. Apparently, there's a difference between H pencils and B pencils. Who knew that? I'm sure that there's someone in my audience who is a really good water painter, and they're like, "You sketched with a B pencil." And now I have 5H and that I don't really like, and a 3H, which I'm probably gonna use. This Royal Graphite pencil. So I will use the right pencil this time. And also, I was looking through a bunch of stuff and they were like, don't use your big old block eraser. Where'd it go? They're like, don't use this stupid eraser. Nobody likes that eraser. I don't know why you guys hate on him so much, but everyone I was watching was like, don't use that. Use a kneaded eraser. I didn't. I was like, oh, okay, but I don't know what a kneaded eraser is. Why are you rolling putty on your page? But then I went searching in the depths of this art desk, and turns out, da, 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 I have the kneaded eraser. I think I always wondered what this was, and I just never opened it. I've had this for years. It's perfectly new, perfectly clean. Buddy, meet your cousin slash replacement. But yeah, I'm gonna use this to lift the sketch from the paper. Bunny ear quotation. Well, without further ado, we should probably get into it. Oh, there was also a bunch of stuff about like, don't use this kind of paper. It's not good enough. Use cotton paper. I don't have cotton paper. The closest thing I have is a Bristol. I have this other sketchbook and it's like bristle or something. I will put it on the screen what it actually is. And I don't want to start that yet. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to go to Pinterest and I'm gonna find a couple poses of animals and I'm gonna like kind of do them in this style. I need to wait. Now I can bring it out. Sorry, buddy. You get sidelined for your cousin. The grand reveal. Ew. Why does it look like the head? What's the dog doing? Oh gosh, it's horrible. Oh, it's hideous. What have I unleashed upon the world? That is not satisfying in the slightest. I can't get that off. There's still more on here. No, go back in. So from my understanding, this is silly putty for drawing. I basically think I just... Ah! Oh no, I fixed it. Oh my gosh, it does pick it up. Look at that. Why do I kind of love this? Oh wait, Where's this been all my life? Sad violin music. I gotta stop playing with this. I need focus. I think I should probably figure out what I want to do with the bunny. Oh, I kind of want to do like a fungus. But like, make it a cute fungus. That is so fun. It's why don't they give this to you in grammar school? So it's gonna have the same texture as this, but maybe do like a different type of rock. Wait, do you know those like red, like deserty rocks? I kind of, well, not red, they'd be like a brown, reddish brown. That might be cool. That might be cool. While I remember how to draw a rabbit, I think I should explain the massive elephant in the room. The lion on, like the large lion on the bottom quadrant of the page. It was going to be such a cool idea. I wanted to make a lion in the form of this movie, and because everything has like leaf textures and bark textures, it was going to be like a wooden lion with a bunch of leaves and bushes around his mane, or for his mane. And I was obsessed with the idea, and then I tried it and it didn't look good, so I kind of just like got rid of it. With that said, I guess I could talk about these guys a little bit. I made the wolf a little bit more unique. It wasn't exactly how the colors worked in the movie. I just wanted to make a pretty dog running on leaves falling off of its head because I love the look of that. It looks very cinematic and cool. Never rock bear, not much to say about that. And then I made a lichen rabbit. And if you grew up watching nature documentaries like I did, you'll know that lichen sometimes grows in this reddish color on rocks if way up in the mountains. And I wanted to make it basically this. I wanted him to be like a snow rock bunny with lichen growing on him. Then I started lining these guys, and here's the part where I just like tapped into my inner Bob Ross and just like made this beautiful like ground texture for the bear. Any second now, you're turning me into such a liar, Studio Gale. There you go. I don't know what took over me. I was just like, wait, I can do this cool texture. And I loved how it looked. It just looks beautiful. And see, this is where I cut it out, and then I ended up gluing rabbits, the bear, and the dog, and a and a random decal of butterflies that I had found to the page. I don't know if you can see it here, but yeah, the page got really weird on the other side. That's what I'm referring to. Welcome to the end of the video. I guess I talked for a bit longer than I expected. This is the end result of all of them. I really love how they looked. Not something I would do in this sketchbook again, but I would definitely be down to do this in the future. So with that, enjoy the blooper reel. I know nothing about art. Oh, they have this cool sound that goes. I lost my train of thought. You know what I mean? Maybe. Unless you don't know what I mean, then good luck. Because I barely know what I mean right now. Clean water, dirty water. Well, they're both clean now. This will be the dirty one. Forget it. Black and white will probably be what I use the most to like mix stuff. Can you mix watercolor? But they look edible. Not edible, they look good. Watercolors, activate. Okay, that went all on blue. I guess we're trying blue out first. The paint must need to paint. And right now it is pathetic and dry and no one likes it. Is that my finger? It's rubbing off of my finger. Where's my eraser? That was like every other brush I needed for this project was falling Also, that was me, the sound of me almost stabbing myself with the pencil and doing it again. I'm crazy. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? I'm a monster. I've been working without my trusty glove. That's the sound of my brain clicking. I need my own water before I start with the water. We are not that kind of art channel that goes smoothly and calmly. We are the erratic art channel that goes crazy. He's very demure. You can probably tell by the stance that he's a very demure man. Who knew I would be struggling with a bunny today? I thought I was good at drawing bunnies, but I don't know. Wait, not that eraser. That eraser has been banned from my workshop at the moment. It needs to, it can come back maybe later, but honestly, this might be good for pencil sketches too. I think I found my new love in eraser land.